Hello students, we are going to discuss about the pollen. Pollen is the one of the grain which will be there into the flowering plants or into the flowers, right? So the pollen actually basically these are teeny egg-shaped, round, angular, square, rectangular male cells, right, or organ of flowering plants, right? So in the flowering plants, into the flowers, these kinds of pollen grains they will be there, right? So actually they are very small in size. These microscopic powdery granules needs or necessary for the plant fertilization. Whenever the plant fertilization it is taking place for the further fruiting purpose, so that will be done by these pollen grains only, right? The transmission of these particular eggs it has to be done by the pollens, right? So actually average pollen particle size, when we are talking about the size, so that the size is less than the width of human hairs, right? So in human hairs, so whatever the width it is there, for that width also it will be less than, so that is the very micro, that's what it is called, a microscopic powdery granules, right? So that's what small size it will be there. So basically pollens are two types, right? The anemophilous and the entomophilous, right? So anemophilous pollen grains, these are small in size, approximately 15 to 45 micron in diameter. So diameter it will be this much less, right? And it is light, non-adhesive, relatively smooth in nature, right? So that's what the examples of anemophilous pollens are the trees, like for example oak tree or walnut tree, and in the grasses also there are the Bermuda grass is an example where we'll get the anemophilous type of pollens, and weeds also, ragweeds also, it is the one of the example where we are going to get the anemophilous type of pollen. Coming to the second type, the entomophilous, right? So entomophilous, it is large in size. Now here it was small in size, it is large in size, approximately up to 200 micron diameter. So that's a great number, right? So which will be heavier, that's what it is, not lighter, heavier, adhesive. Here it was non-adhesive, here it is adhesive, somewhat spiny in nature or shape, right? So that is the thing here. In example where we are going to get this kind of pollen, the scented plants, colored flowers, for example clover and hollyhock, honeysuckles and rose flower, right? So there we are going to get the entomophilous type of pollen, right? So this is the two types of pollen. The smaller pollens can be traveled by the pollen can be traveled by the wind or air, right? Whereas the entomophilous pollen, it required insect or butterfly, dragonfly and all those flies can go to the one flower and then they will go to the another flower, and likewise the transmission it is going to place, and the plant fertilizations it is going to occur, right? So these are the pollens which is important for the plant fertilization, whereas it is also the allergens. Some people they will be having allergy with these kinds of grains, they will get the skin rashes, the swelling on the skins and so on, right? So that's what it's important. Thank you.